recent art projects that I've completed, and just so you all can see like what I've been working on behind the scenes whenever I'm not making videos and that kind of thing. So also my hair looks insanity. I'm getting it cut on Tuesday next week, and it's Saturday today, so maybe my next video or two will be me with a new haircut. So the first item that I thought I could start with is the one that I made last night, and I made a little community tab post about it. So I made this gorgeous hat, and it is patchwork. So I took a pair of jeans, like a pair of like utility pants, I guess. It was a tactical type of style, and I cut those up into the correct shapes, and then I took acrylic paint to paint kind of like a hazy kind of cloud effect, and this could also be a moon. And it was inspired by the Kanye song called Moon. And it's just a really moving song to me, and one of my favorite lyrics in the song is, "How could I get through? How could I get through?" And the feeling I get whenever I listen to the song gives me this very like smoky, dark, misty cloud effect. And then I did this little one moon right here too. Then I just have my little zigzag. So of course I'll try it on for you guys. So either way could be the front or the back. I'm just like fully obsessed with bucket hats, so I feel like they're very suiting. So there she is on that side, and then here is this side. I feel like this kind of reminded me of eyebrows or something weird. So yeah, how could I get through? I want to go to the moon. But honestly, this album, I don't know about the whole album, I can't really speak for that, but there are a few songs on there that actually are about like God and the journey, and there actually are a good bit of relatable things, and particularly this song for me, Moon, is insane. It talks about angels, it talks about like, for me, the whole part about how could I get through, it's kind of like a plea into the darkness, into like this like abyss of like mystique and mysteriousness, like going outside at night and looking at the moon and like trying to figure out your life and reflect and things like that. And sometimes it feels like there's not something on the other side like listening to you and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes it really does feel like there's something listening to you, and you feel like you're really tapped into your like spiritual nature, or you know, talking to the universe, talking to yourself, going within. So it's a very like reflective type piece for me. So that is this one. Now to show you this stamp kit that I got. So I ordered these on Amazon, was in a printmaking class in college. So this is kind of like a miniature version of printmaking, essentially. And then I bought this archival ink, which just means it will be waterproof and withstand the test of time, and it won't fade or do anything weird. So I got this from an art store called Blick. Look at the cute little rainbow. It's just an all-purpose ink pad for fabric, paper, and more. And to kind of like set the ink, you need to use a dryer. Not like a hair dryer, but an electric dryer that you plug in and you turn it on, and it's like a heat gun, is what it's called, like a heat gun. So yeah, you can either do that or you can throw it in the dryer, I believe. Stamp on natural fiber fabric such as cotton or linen, heat set with hot dry iron, or place in dryer on high heat for 1 cycle. So that's what I've been doing on my projects. And I've just been stamping like little words, phrases that I like. This is just on a pair of jeans, some light wash jeans. I kind of want to turn my hat back around to the other side. I think the front of this looks cooler. Anyways, so this quote says, "You will have your desire sometime, somewhere." Just a little encouragement. You will have. You will have your desire sometime, somewhere. Which is a nice reminder. Now, the next project is another sewing project, and it includes type a little bit. So this is a shirt, a men's shirt. Let me stand up a little bit. Get up. So can y'all see that? Maybe I should just try it on. But anyways, it's based on the Alchemist book. I love the book. I love the whole storyline and the meaning of it. It's like all about finding your personal treasure within and going on the journey in life and things like that. So I just love it. And it's all like kind of desert themed. So I did these mountains / like pyramids, because in the book it's about like going to travel to see the pyramids in Egypt, and that it's kind of like this destination. And then I did a northern star, but like the northern star is ourselves and our heart and our soul. Like that's a kind of our guiding light, in addition to like a spiritual belief, if you believe in anything like that. And then I just did the title Alchemy. Make sure I get it up close. There you go. And then a little crescent moon. Alchemy. Okay, I'm so sorry, you guys. This is ratchet. It's hard to show. So yeah, that is the shirt. And then I made a little tag on the inside with that stamping kit. It just says Alchemy by Haven. So I've been really into just making like random art pieces for quite some time, if you guys have followed my art journey on this channel. But eventually I want to have like enough pieces to have my own like pop-up shop or art location, if you will. Just kind of like pieces that I've made along my journey that mean something to me. Like clearly the song means something to me. The Alchemist book and the whole message of it means something to me. So that's the tea, you guys. Now, I'll show you a couple more. So, a part of that project that I wanted to do was sew on a little quote, but it's kind of hard to read with this glittery fabric. You can only like kind of read it from certain angles, so it's upside down. You can kind of only read it from certain angles. says, "Wherever your heart is, there you will find your treasure." So it's a line from the Alchemist book by Paulo Coelho. So, and I feel like this also kind of reminds me of everything you touch turns to gold. Like the Midas touch, I feel like I kind of have that effect in my life. At least I like to think so. And just like my heart, like just my heart and soul, I try to leave a good impact, and I try to, be a good person and do good, and like, I feel like I'm a pretty valuable person, so I just kind of try to live by that. Like everything she touches turns to gold, to just kind of like keep me motivated to continue, walking my life in a good way. So there's that project. And now is another words-based one, and I'll actually go grab the book right over here to show you what the inspiration was. So I do want to make a full video at some point showing off this book because it's absolutely gorgeous if you're into this style. So this book is passionate love letters, an anthology of desire. So an anthology is like a collection of poems and like historical type documents of word, essentially, is my understanding of what that means. But it just looks very much like Athena, like Greek goddess, kind of classic, old classic love letter style. And every single page in this book, first of all, look at how gorgeous. Like beautiful pattern, love the colors. And each section of the book has a different theme to it, and it's literally filled with like little actual real love letters that people wrote. So this one, for example, is breathless, like words that make you feel breathless, like my breath is just taken away. You elude me, I cannot place you, I cannot grasp you, or shall I definitely see you? Like it's just very like poetic and whatever. Rapturous. My diary is one long love letter to you. Longing. And then like all these letters have original handwriting. Oh, I love this one quote right there. Paris is a morgue. Paris is a morgue without you. Like, I love you so much that I'm going somewhere so beautiful and so magical, but because you're not with me, it feels like there's a death energy around me, So I pulled quotes from this gorgeous book. If you want me to like read any of these messages out of here, that would be such a fun video. I would really love to do that, so keep an eye out. Maybe that'd even be good for like Valentine's Day if I don't do it anytime soon, but we'll see. But the piece that I made inspired by it is quotes that I stamped from the book and from songs and different inspirations. So this is a shirt that my mom gave me. She was gonna give it to Goodwill and donate it, but I was like, no, I like that. It kind of reminds me of like an art smock type of shirt. So it's just this striped shirt. I guess I'll try it on, why not? It's usually not my style, and I really don't like wearing stripes at all, but I like the material. Can y'all kind of get an idea? And then I just like wrote all these quotes, so I'm actually going to take it off again so that I can read them to you. So the first one is actually a Perry Como song. Shout out Lori Latte. So it says, "Can I hold you closer to me? Can I hold you closer to me and not feel you going through me?" So that was a lyric that really impacted me from that song. Feeling like the person is like slipping through your fingers. slipping through your fingertips. You love them so much, but they're just kind of like dissolving right before your eyes. And it hurts to not be with that person, you know? And then a quote from that book that I just showed you is, every morning I wake up, I look for you. There's more to it, but that was just the part that I really resonated with, like missing my person so much that it's like every morning, like I wish he were with me. I wish I could be with him, you know what I mean? And that just like waking up next to a person brings me such joy and peace and like so much gratitude and love and appreciation in my life that I don't feel whenever I'm single, you know what I mean? So I just really like that. I'll show you guys close up of it. And I actually used a t-shirt material for this top piece. And then the next one was another from that book, and it says, everything grieves for you. The rooms are weeping. So that's the one that I read you guys. Everything grieves for you. The rooms are weeping. I think I read that deal. Did I read that deal? Maybe not. But I love that one because it's true. Like, I walk around like I feel like I'm a widow all the time. I say that about myself just because, like, my person is still on this earth. We're not together currently. But, like, I think about him every single day of my life and his love and just, like, care and gentleness and, like, all these amazing qualities about him. Like, I wish they were back in my life. So it's like everything grieves for you. Everything grieves for the fact that you're not with me. Everything grieves for the fact that we're not together. And it's not even like in a clingy, obsessive way. It's just like, oh, like I was just so impacted by that I look around and I see other people and they're not you, and like, you know what I mean? And like you start to appreciate your person more and like the qualities that they had that like you really loved. So, period. Next is, for me, to love is to love you. For me, to love is to love you. Can y'all see it? For me, to love is to love you. And based on everything I just said, same statement times 10. That's how I feel. And then this is a Beatles song. This one says, to love her is to need her. Oh, but to love her is to need her everywhere. But to love her is to need her everywhere. Yeah, love it. Actually, I don't know if it's a Beatles song or if it's just like John Lennon or one of the other guys. But either way. And then this one, oh, you guys. This Elvis song literally makes me cry. It's called Are You Lonesome Tonight? And if you haven't listened to it and you just want to feel sad, listen to it. I recommend it. It's like such a beautiful message, and there's a whole period of like a monologue in it where Elvis is like expressing his feelings about this woman. I'm literally gonna look it up for you guys while we're on this video, but anyways, the quote says, is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Shall I come back again? And then this other quote below it is actually from that book, but I kind of like poorly spaced things out, so it ended up just looking like one big like love letter, but I just left it. So the other quote is, your soul is in my body. Your soul is in my body. And that's how I feel about this guy, is that his presence has never left me. And the times that his presence, like energetically, like we haven't been together in years, but whenever his presence like energetically leaves me for like a couple days or something, I start to feel like very like something's missing. But then whenever I like reflect on like the love and my feelings and like how our souls were with each other, I remember that I'm not alone. You know what I mean? And that his spirit and his soul can still live within me and have an impact on me, even though we're not together in the physical plane right now. And then I just signed it by like Elvis, you know? And then I did these little like fingerprints, if you can see. I know this is really bad, I'm sorry. So there's a little fingerprint smudge that I did. And then here's 2 fingerprint smudges, but it kind of looks like a heart. And I kind of saw this as like the one fingerprint over there goes to the quote at the top. Like, are you lonesome tonight? Like, are you feeling alone? Shall I come back again? So then whenever they're back together, it's like they came back together. So, hopeless romantic was poppin'. What's good, baby? So, that is that. Now, just another update on the hats that I've been creating. And then I'll read you guys this Elvis thing because it's just like too good. So, I've already showed you guys these in a video. I think I showed you guys this one. Maybe I didn't. But it's this gorgeous denim bucket hat. And it has a moon on the top. And it's 3 different shades of denim. And then I just did like a cool little angular kind of detail to it. And then it's just patchwork all around. But I've been making tags. Yay. So it's just kind of like to leave my mark on them and to say like the name of the piece. So this one is called Cosmic Denim by Haven. And it's just cute. Like, I don't know. Just so it's not just like a basic hat, it's more like a design label essentially. And then I ended up naming this one Jungle Fever. If you guys want, I'll leave it linked down below of me trying on all these hats. If you're new and you haven't seen these hats yet, I'll leave a link down below. But this one's called Jungle Fever. And I actually realized there's a movie by Spike Jonze Lee. And I watched the whole movie like as I was stamping, and it's a great movie. It seems just like a classic movie. I love those kinds of like film directors and things like that. I love like appreciating their work. So Jungle Fever by Haven. Then we have Sands of Time, because I've been really inspired by these guys. Hourglasses. Something is so like traveler-esque about them. Also kind of going along with like the Alchemist book. I'm obsessed. I'm sorry, I can't get enough. I love it. Encompasses and like exploration and the journey and everything. So this hat kind of gave me that vibe. Sands of Time by Haven. I hope that's not backwards whenever y'all are seeing it. It might be, I'm not really sure. And then lastly is my cutie yin yang hat. And I just ended up calling it Duality by Haven. Because that's what this is duality and balance. So that is that. Those are all of the current projects that I have made as of recent. And, oh, just kidding guys, there's one more. I'm gonna go stand up and get it. I'll be right back. Here's the last one. So this is a little pendant that I made. And we've just got like a little mountain. This is very much landscape inspired. But I have this olive green, like velvet kind of stuff at the top. Then this mountain, fluffy texture. Then I did like a stream, some land or sand, whatever you want to think of that as. Then we've got some more water down here, a little like beach type vibe, whatever this is. But it has like a little bit of a shift to it. I don't know if you can tell. Slightly, yeah, it's like a blue-red shift kind of thing. And then I did these little rocks, some stones. And then this little moon or sunrise or something. It's just very like tranquil. And I love making these pendants because anyone can have a pendant. You don't have to like fit a certain size or like worry about like measurements or anything. You can just kind of like create and like not really think about it. So yeah, that is it. Now let me pull up this Elvis thing like I promised because it's too good. Are you lonesome tonight? Seriously recommend listening to it though. scratching. Okay, so it says, do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? And you guys, I literally do that. Like, I look at my doorstep, I look at my, like, hallway, and I'm like, I just wish he would, like, walk in right now. Like, what the heck? And then, is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? But then, his spoken word, if you aren't going to listen to it, I still recommend it, but anyways, I wonder if you are lonesome tonight. You know, someone said that the world's a stage, and each must play a part. Fate had me playing in love with you as my sweetheart. Act 1 was when we met. I loved you at first glance. You read your line so cleverly and never missed a cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change. You acted strange. And why, I'll never know. Honey, you lied when you said you loved me, and I had no cause to doubt you. But I'd rather go on hearing your lies than to go on living without you. Now the stage is bare. The stage is bare, and I'm standing there with emptiness all around. And if you won't come back to me, then they can bring the curtain down. They can bring the curtain down. And then it's just the outro of, is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? So I feel like that's a good note to end off with. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know down below what your favorite piece was that I've made.